This is Larry Lessig. 13 years ago, the United States Supreme Court decided the case of Citizens United, which held that corporations and unions, as well as individuals, could spend unlimited amounts of money to engage in a political campaign so long as that spending was independent of the political campaign. Then 3 months later, the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, in a case called SpeechNow versus FEC, held that if unlimited expenditures were constitutionally protected, then contributions to political action committees that themselves were independent was also constitutionally protected. Now, since that time, many of us have been working to overturn that lower federal court decision, a decision never appealed to the United States Supreme Court. And I've been working on incredibly clever ideas trying to show how conservatives, originalists, could never agree with the conclusion that Congress or the states have no power to regulate contributions to independent political action committees. But recently I watched an argument by my friends at Free Speech for People in a case before the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court, where they laid out an argument based on work by Larry Tribe and my former law professor Al Alschuler that shows that even under the standards articulated by Chief Justice John Roberts, the decision of the D.C. Circuit holding that the First Amendment protects SuperPACs is just flat out wrong. Not wrong as a matter of policy, but wrong as a matter of logic. Now, I'm a little embarrassed that such an obvious argument, and you'll see how obvious it is, has not been the focus of my own work for the last 13 years. A little too clever to try to think about how originalism, if consistently applied, would yield the same conclusion. But I think it's incredibly important that we see just how clearly wrong the D.C. Circuit's decision is. And so in this video, I'm going to lay out the argument in as clear a way as I can, with the hope that if you've got 10 or 15 minutes to focus, you might see how maybe the worst decision of the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, which has controlled money in politics for the last 13 years, is just flat out wrong.